EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. His first carry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Kaepernick. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On 1st down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. Lindsey, 1st down and more than that. And finally brought down at the 38. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Flush to his right. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Kaepernick to throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
When the season began, the Colts went through a three-man shuffle about who would emerge as the lead running back for them. It turned out to be Jonathan Taylor, the rookie out of Wisconsin. But when they needed a pass catcher out of the backfield, it was Nyheim Hines. 63 catches, third most by a running back in the NFL.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. On first down, it's Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now it's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side. Hines, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Ball at the 24 at a 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagonals perfectly there.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour.
5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They're going for it. It's Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Play action. Now Kaepernick. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Watson, off play action. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. It's caught outright, Amendola. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now Watson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the red zone now, Watson escaping the pressure right. And it's caught here, Amendola. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To the air yet again, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. The final shot before the break. Watson flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson as time expires in the first half. And the Texans are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A give for Taylor running right side. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. This is Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Amendola's got it. Complete. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So that one will be accepted. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got Akins, the tight end, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a 1st down throw. Watson flush to his right. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Touchdown, Texans. Danny Amendola, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds. Incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 2nd down. On the handoff. This is Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Flush to his right. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Kaepernick. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Blankenship out for the point after.
And And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Colts 40, Texans 22.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 27 yards there, a first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. But now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses. But yeah.